Hi, it's Ryan Casey, sales trainer, Orange Theory studio owner, and we are back with part 3 of our 4-part series on running great staff meetings for your sales teams. And today we are talking about learning styles. So you've probably taught something before to multiple people, and some people get it just like this, while others it totally flies over their head. People don't all learn the same. And when you can match the way you teach to your team's learning style, you'll see an immediate increase in the effectiveness of your training, your coaching, and your staff meetings. So do you know what learning style your people are, right? A great free assessment is the Core Values Index. It was developed by Taylor Protocols. You can find a link in the description. It only takes 5 minutes, and it's great to help learn about yourself and also your staff members. It's also very simple, so you don't have to go through months of training to really understand how to use it. If you'd like more help implementing CVI with your staff, just leave a comment and I can reach out to you. So now there are 4 basic learning styles. The first one is the bullet point, tell me what to do and let me do it. You want to keep it short, simple, and precise with these people. The more you talk, the more you lose them. So these are hands-on learners. They want to do, they don't just want to hear. The second type is talk and discuss people. And these are the people that need to talk it out themselves. Just telling them everything and expecting them to retain the knowledge without them actually talking it out is going to be extremely ineffective. Role play, allowing them to ask questions and practice with others will go a long way in helping them learn that topic or whatever you're talking about at the sales meeting. And lecture style learning, it'll just put them to sleep and then they generally won't be paying much attention with those people. Then we have the let me think about it and give my ideas type of learners. So these people want to process and give their feedback. Allowing them to take part in coming up with the answers or the solution is how they work the best. These are people, they generally question everything they hear, not because they're negative, but because they really want to understand the why of everything, not just the what. If you're just telling them, here's what to do, here's how you do it, it's black and white, there's no room for your input, it's about the worst thing you can do to work with these types of people. And if you have people that totally just shut down at meetings, they don't participate at all, this is probably a likely scenario. And asking questions while you're teaching is super helpful in being effective with a style of learner. And then the fourth one we have is the give me all the facts and everything I need to know people. They like to be super prepared. They do not like surprises or having to come up with solutions on the spot. They appreciate a heads up. They like a meeting agenda. They want to know what is expected of them before the meeting. They're super uncomfortable with surprise role plays or interactions. They want to be prepared for that. They want to have all their resources in advance so they can be prepared and do a good job when they're expected to perform. And if you're winging everything, they don't ever know what's going to be covered at the meeting, then these are the types of people that are usually just be silent, right? They're usually very judgmental and stubborn. It's hard to get them to do anything or show any enthusiasm because they're just uncomfortable because they didn't have time to prepare anything. So now the majority of your staff are most likely going to be the talk and discuss along with the let me think about it and then give my ideas people. That's just most common for sales and customer service people. But how many times do we run a meeting where we don't send out an agenda beforehand so they don't have time to think about the topics? We overload them with details so they get a little frantic and anxious about it. The manager is the one that does 90% of the talking and the staff just has to listen the entire time. They don't get to talk and discuss and participate. And then we don't ask for their feedback or involvement. And we wonder why nobody likes the staff meetings, right? So here are a couple quick steps to make sure you're catering to your staff's learning style. Number one, just have them take an assessment. I recommend the CVI, but there are lots of others out there, right? You can also just sit down with them individually and ask, how do you learn the best, right? What do we do at staff meetings you find helps you out the most? What are things we do at the staff meetings where it makes you feel a little anxious and you're not learning or coming away with what you would really like to? And get that feedback from them. Doing an assessment and that conversation is probably the best, right? Second one is analyze your team's assessment results and then compare them. Do they all have the same learning style? Or do you have a lot of different learning styles that you're going to need to cater to for your meetings? Third tip, plan your meetings to make sure that you're hitting on all the styles needed. Send out an agenda with the discussion questions so your thinkers have some time to process. Let them know what section you might be role playing so your people that like prepared have time to get prepared. Give time during your meetings for some discussion and role play to let your talkers participate. but also give some guidelines and clear objectives. Don't let people ramble on, so you keep your bullet people on point with you and they're not lost. Let them take some action during the meeting. Last tip, number 4, is get consistent feedback from both the group as a whole and individually, so you can continue to tweak your meeting agenda style and hone it to fit your staff. Your team will appreciate you giving them an opportunity to help them design the meeting and that you value their feedback. So just by taking a few steps to consider, how do my people most effectively learn? And then what can I do to cater to that style? This will put you way ahead on running your staff meetings and coaching up your team. So I'd love to hear what you do to cater to your staff's learning style. Feel free to share that in the comments, and I will see you next time with our last part to this series. Have a great one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, the like button, and be sure to share it with anybody who you think this might help. Help me share that sales doesn't have to be that scary, intimidating thing when you do it right. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.